playoff spots, all on the table, but only if you find a way to win. Glad to have you with us in Evanston, Illinois. Ryan Field, home of the Northwestern Wildcats. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Northwestern Wildcats. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Cornhuskers will kick it away to start. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. So Northwestern's offense will go to work first. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster, man. I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a...
Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a pretty good shot. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Might as well give it to him again. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. There he goes! And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. The Wildcats trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Making side adjustments here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Looking for the goal line. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Cornhuskers offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Throws to the wideout. He's got it. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. The Huskers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll leave it with him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Huskers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. On the ground, it's Duke. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Jones to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Harmon. They stop him right at the 40-yard line. It's fourth down. Will they bring out the punt team? The Cornhuskers will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. That's one of those plays you put a highlighter beside. It can really swing a game.
100%. There's a couple plays a game when you go back and you look and you're like, man, that changed the whole outcome. What an unbelievable play by the defense, not just to get the turnover, to score the points off of it.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. To the air on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's sacked.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Gets it out fast. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab on the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. The Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They're facing a third down. Looking to throw for it. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel in the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Northwestern moving the ball expeditiously. Looking to throw on first down. Right on the money. Quick step and go. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
Well, he was licking his chops. As soon as he saw blitz, he knew some guy was trying to cover him man-to-man. Ain't going to happen. With his skill set, he's one of the best in the country, and that is just way too easy.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Got some work to do on second down after that last one. They need 13. Looking left. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. He lost one down the sideline. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Looking for the 4th down conversion. Northwestern comes to the line. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Jones wants to throw. Working the middle. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Huskers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Harmon. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete with conviction on the crosser. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations. 1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Now listen, the defense won that play. As an offense here, the key, David, you can't go back-to-back negative plays. You got to be smart with the football here. Looks like you're going to have to throw it. You just can't force it. You got to make sure you're playing with that clock in your head. You can't take a sack.
And I think this is a situation where I spread you out. I get more speed on the field. I make the defense declare. I see what they're in, but I'm definitely throwing the football.
Sometimes you need a little luck off that right upright and through. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field. They got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Running back searching for a hole. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key. And the Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. Pass to Sticks, still on his feet. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a 1st down. Northwestern making quick work on this drive. Catch in the middle, it's sacked. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient.
Turning it on! Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. 1st down. Gets it out quickly. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
When you see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to...
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. And the Wildcats, now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. He's guided out of bounds at the 12-yard line.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
He's going to have to throw for it. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Northwestern!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Gives it to the back on the draw. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Give to the running back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. The offense changing the play. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Finds his man in the middle. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Northwestern wants to go quickly. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to throw deep right side. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Looking downfield on first down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
Looking for the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great environment there today in Evanston. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Ryan Field.
The 3rd quarter. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Looking to the big tight end. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive.
such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
The Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He wants to change this route. Back to pass on second down. Fires toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. The Wildcats come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw on third down. Fires to the wideout. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls.
There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on third and long from the 22. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. No good. After the miss, the lead is still 4. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Got a man. It's Harmon. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Working well behind the sticks on second down. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one on the board this week. Great stop.
Jones to throw. Fires it incomplete.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. Hand off from the shotgun. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on third and short from the 49. He'll take another shot here. He's got it down the right side. He's finally stopped, and not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. That's the way you get things going. A huge play, and now attacking from just inside the red zone. Looking for the score. Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone.
And you'll see this with offenses sometimes, man. They make the big play. They're going to stay aggressive, but the defense did a great job. You gave up one big play. Don't give up another one. They were prepared for it. Nice job defending the pass.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. If they don't pick up this third down, let's see if they trust their field goal kicker after the miss on the last drive. Fires to the middle. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference. This offense needs all the help they can get today, and that pass interference penalty is a much-appreciated lifeline. Northwestern will line up with a first and goal. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And zone. Touchdown, Wildcats!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. He'll go out of bounds at the 22, methodically moving it away from their own end zone.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Jones wants to throw it. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Offensive linemen are offensive linemen for a reason. They're not as fast as those guys on the edge. And you can see that defensive end came screaming off the edge, got to the quarterback before that O-lineman could do anything about it. Nice job of that defensive end. Scoop them sacks, baby.
Under fire. The short hands. It's Harmon. He's able to get it out to the 25, but needed a little bit more to move the chains. It'll be fourth down. And the Huskers will try to pin them back with the punt. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Second down, he'll throw it. Here's a heat. Going for it all. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
Yeah, and the QB tried to use some touch, let that thing hang up in the air. But when you hang it up over the middle of the field, the defenders have a lot of time to go and try to get it and make a play. A lot of guys near the football. Nice job by the defense being in great position.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. So now on comes the field goal unit. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. I wasn't sure that one was going to get there, but had just enough gas to make it over the crossbar. And that will extend their lead even further. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Finds a little space. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. Guys, we've come to the end of the period, and Northwestern has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. He'll do it himself. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And that's what makes this offense so dynamic. It's his running ability, and I love them going option here. He's hoping the defense is going to give him a look that forces him to keep the football. And how about his ability in the open field, generating a massive explosive play on that option run?
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Gets the back moving. Jones to throw. He's got him in the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you got dialed up on third.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
3rd and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. They send the tight end in motion. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. A touchdown here on 3rd and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. They'll try to blast their way in. Touchdown, Nebraska! He ran through tackles like water through a sieve.
That's what I want from my running back. A guy that runs angry, that breaks tackles, makes things happen, and gets in the end zone.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Notre Dame is running away with this one today, thanks to an offense that is more than waking up the echoes. They're up by 18 over Navy. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Lost one deep down the right side. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Oh, he's got some space. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. It's complete to the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. That penalty cost them a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. Snagged out of the air. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Northwestern coming to the line with another first down. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Had to throw it before he wanted. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
Got his man quickly. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Off the play fake. Hauls it in, the first down and more. And he's rolled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Northwestern ready to dial one up on first down. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
On the run, it's Burks. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Caught. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9, where it'll be 1st and goal. And a chance perhaps to salt this game away if this offense can pay this off with a late touchdown. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, 2 really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Ballman.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. 2 ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.